Hey everybody, sorry for the cold open, but I just wanted to acknowledge that my microphone was doing some weird stuff during this episode, so I've done some re-recording of the things I said, and you might get just a little echo of what once was back there in the background. So thank you for your patience, and I hope you enjoy the episode.
Hey, I'm Ben Silverio.
And I'm Helena Handbasket.
And I'm Ansel Birch, your host in post.
And it's time to party.
We are not doctors, we don't give medical advice, please drink responsibly.
Wow, Pachelbel's canon?
I don't know why. It's just something different.
Drink if you're sad.
Speaking of drinking and smoking and all that good stuff, that's why we're here.
Yeah! It's episode 1, we're going to talk about Donnie Darko.
Hey, kids. Yes, we are. Donnie Darko, the deepest movie anyone sees when they're 14.
Yeah, listen, I went through a lot during that time. But yeah, that's exactly... I thought I was really smart, which I probably was, but I also was really sad.
I watched this movie for the first time for this show. I had not seen it prior to this.
I remember in our group chat, you being like, I've never seen it. And then messaging again going, well, and now I've seen it. And it is a ride.
I know things now.
Yeah. I don't even know how I was able to comprehend the things in this movie at such a young age.
I couldn't. And then I found out the director's cut came out and I watched that and I was like, I still don't get it.
Yeah.
I feel like the broad strokes of this movie must have been accessible as a 14-year-old, but it probably ages with you, right?
Yeah.
As you get older, you've got to get more of the nuance, more of the life experience of the characters other than Donnie, right? And that informs why they make the choices that they do. You know, like a movie.
Yeah, it's just like Shrek.
God, I haven't watched Shrek since I was 12.
Watch it as an adult. And it'll do the same thing that Donnie Darko did, where you're like, there's stuff that's really relevant to me.
Fun fact, the musical version of Shrek is way better than it has any business being.
I know. I watched it
so
like...
good.
I want to say I watched it like 7 years ago, and I was like, who gave you the right to be so catchy?
Yeah.
The tap dance number?
Oh my gosh.
It was great.
Who gets a tap dance number?
Oh, there's like a group
Nice.
tap dance number.
But
It's brilliant.
But the
It's
best
so well
part
done.
is that the dude who plays Farquaad,
Yeah, okay.
he's on his knees for most of the show, but then he has to tap dance. It's so funny. It's on Netflix. You should seek it out.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's worth the watch.
The music is very good. Warwick was very skeptical when I said that this musical was
because
very
Warwick
good.
only ever watches action movies.
Right?
I've
Except
had to-
this month where I'm making him watch romantic comedies.
Aw, cute.
I love that your roommate situation includes themed movie nights.
Of course it does.
He made me watch all the Fast and Furious movies.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
I have not seen a single Fast nor Furious.
Oh, really?
Just watch the third one. It's the best one. Warwick's going to tweet you when he hears this and be like, no, it's not.
I'm told that the odd-numbered ones are good. Is that true?
Ooh, it's like, is it like wine, like the year?
Or Star Trek?
Or Star Trek? Wow.
Star Trek, it's the even-numbered
Oh,
movies.
okay. All right.
I mean, I personally don't agree with that, but that's the prevailing wisdom on it.
We are going to get tweets from both Warwick and Stella, and they're going to be assert.
Oh, Stella and I have had this conversation because we both agree the odd-number movies are good.
Great.
But I think we both know we're in the minority.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
so for this block of episodes, we will be talking about Donnie Darko, that absolutely batshit crazy Richard Kelly movie.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, which was Ansel before we made him watch it,
Well, you knew of it. You just hadn't
I
seen it.
knew of it, yes, yeah.
yeah, IMDb tells us, after narrowly escaping a bizarre accident, a troubled teenager is plagued by visions of a man in a large rabbit suit who manipulates him to commit a series of crimes. Why did I watch this when I was a very young kid?
And also reading that plot synopsis,
No.
that is not what I took away from the
Yes,
film.
exactly.
Like if someone when I was 15, 16 years old read me that Wikipedia page, I'd be like, you're wrong. That's not what the movie's about.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell you what the movie's about because I don't know.
I mean, those things do happen, though.
Yes.
Yeah, they happen. But
This
like,
synopsis doesn't even mention time travel.
which is nuts because that's like literally the biggest chunk of like overarching theme in this.
Right.
they're stuck in a time loop.
I mean, we already watched one movie called The Butterfly Effect that forgot about the butterfly effect. So at least the movie remembered what it was about, even if IMDb didn't.
Oh my God. Yeah, honestly, I'm really glad we watched Donnie Darko because it is making up for the fact that I watched Butterfly Effect. Yeah, watching it again in adulthood was next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was a thing.
Isn't it weird how you gravitate towards different characters now?
Yeah, I really, and we'll get into this further, but I really related to the mom.
Yeah?
I really felt deep feelings.
I saw where Drew Barrymore was coming from.
Oh, fully saw where Drew Barrymore was coming from. Have you ever been in your 30s and in grad school and trying to teach high school students?
Fuck.
Oh my God. Fuck. So should we dive into some funner things?
Yeah.
Funner? Is funner a word? More fun things.
So what we're doing here, we're going to give you some drinking and smoking rules to choose from a la carte. And that way you can rewatch the movie before our next episode and get a feel for it, and that way we're not spoiling anything. And it gives you an opportunity to get your drank on, or your smoke on, or, whatever.
Or your seltzer water on. Hell yeah. Topo
Maybe
Chico.
don't do lines.
Yeah, don't.
Oh my
Don't
God.
do lines.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I just had like flashbacks to my early 20s because my early 20s self would be like, you know what we should do? And that would probably be the worst film you could do that in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Take a tab of acid every... No, just kidding.
Jeez.
Don't do that.
Like, I was almost hesitant to think of smoking rules for this.
I would be... I think now, as someone in their 30s, I would feel more comfortable smoking weed and watching this film. Mm-hmm. If I were anywhere younger than where I am, I don't think I could handle it. I think it would really, really...
Yeah.
It might ruin the movie for me.
I mean, people surely have watched this movie
Don't call me Shirley.
under the influence of acid.
Oh, yeah. I think that's probably... It's that or like shrooms. I feel like
Ooh, man. That would be nuts.
that would be nuts.
So we're not recommending any of those things.
No.
Do what makes you happy and don't push your limits. Anyway.
Yes, absolutely. We're all about having fun here at Time to Party. We want to keep the party going.
Correct. We don't want to tank it and send you into a spiral of depression and anxiety. Because we're already there. Because it's 2022.
Ready, there.
Oh, wink.
So this movie was really hard to find things that were recurring.
Yes.
Aside from the big thing.
Yeah, the
exactly.
big recurring thing. Correct.
And,
Right. And that's just one drink.
Essentially. So, it was really hard to make rules for this movie. When we started the podcast, we knew we would find these movies eventually. Mm-hmm. And it took us how many episodes to get here?
So funny.
15.
Wow.
Really? Wow. Neither of us have a ton of rules.
No, I had to zoom out and look at the filmmaking aspect of it and do a little bit more meta than actual storyline in order to find things that could pull you out of it a little bit.
Yes.
So you're not fully engrossed in it and not feeling inundated by it, and you could have that funny moment where you can just be like, oh, that thing happened. You know, a little reprieve.
That's why my first rule is really surface. Take a drink every time someone says Donnie Darko.
That's great.
Yeah. They say his name a lot.
And the full name, not just Donnie.
Right, exactly.
Like on the golf course, Donnie Darko.
Right.
Donnie Darko. Yeah.
I mean, I remember in high school, I went to an all-boys school, so we all referred to ourselves with our last name, pretty much.
Okay.
There was a few people that didn't apply to, but it would be like, yo, Schmitty.
That's so cool.
Yo, Johnson. It happened a lot.
Mine is also kind of zoomed out, but celebrities you suddenly recognize. Drew Barrymore was one of those ones where I know she's in this movie and she kills it.
Yeah.
She also kind of looks like my sister at that age, so it's a little bit weird. But it was that moment of oh fuck, Drew Barrymore's in this. Those moments.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with Patrick Swayze. And Maggie Gyllenhaal's up there for sure. And then there was another.
This movie was the beginning of my crush for Jenna Malone.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, Jenna Malone, icon, legend, star.
We've definitely done the hey, that guy rule before. So.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I think this is a really great hey, that guy rule because there are so many powerhouse actors in this.
But also remember, at the time of this movie was made, Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't that guy.
Correct.
This was the start of him being that guy.
Correct. Exactly. This was really what put him on the map.
Yeah.
For plenty of people, they're like, hey, it's that guy from Donnie Darko.
Right.
To some people, it's that guy from Bubble Boy.
Or, hey, it's that guy from Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Why can't I quit you?
Bubble
has
Boy
to
was
have been.
before Brokeback Mountain, I
Oh,
think, right?
yes. Yes.
Has to have been.
Yes. Yes. So many ways.
Was he the Bubble Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you just remembering what
I
Bubble
think
Boy
he was,
was?
he was in his teens for sure.
Oh God, that was 2001.
Ansel, we're old now. There's
the
also
same year as Donnie Darko.
he did Bubble Boy the same year he did Donnie Darko.
That's hilarious.
Wow. Which one came first?
August was Bubble Boy.
January. Donnie Darko was January.
Okay, so yeah, so Bubble Boy came out after that. Also, going back to actors that we know, I cannot for the life of me remember this, but you have a computer in front of you. It is the woman who plays, I'm seriously doubting your commitment to Sparkle Motion, because she always plays the stuck-up church lady.
She does.
I'm pretty sure that she was a character in Tu Wong Fu with Love, Julie Newmar. And if you haven't seen that film, oh my God.
Oh my God.
My God.
Can that be our April Fool's episode where we insert time travel?
Also, Patrick Swayze in that one too.
That's true. So her name is Beth Grant.
That's right, Beth Grant.
You may also know her from Speed, No Country for Old Men, Little Miss Sunshine.
Yes. Oh my God.
But
Great film.
she was in the TV series, A Series of Unfortunate Events, which was not bad.
Not bad.
Surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Better than it needed to be.
Yes, absolutely. Way better than it needed to be, but
Which I
better
was fine with. I liked
than that
that
movie
for us.
You know, I think Neil Patrick Harris did a better job than Jim Carrey.
Easily, no contest.
Yes. My second rule is take a hit whenever someone curses. Mellow out.
Why don't you just suck a fuck?
How exactly does one suck a fuck?
I don't know. I'm all ears. You want me to tell you? God, that dinner table scene. And I just love the mom with a glass of wine sitting back in her chair going, we can't have this. It's so funny. God damn it. I love that scene. Because you can tell that the siblings are leaning into conversations that they have had before. I wouldn't be surprised if that was an unscripted section.
I believe it was.
Yeah, which would be really cool. Oh, it's me. So songs you think you know the words to, but actually don't. That one, I dead ass, like, you know, you hear the dun 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 dun, right? And you're hearing all these songs and you're like, iconic. And it's like, I wanted to be with you alone and talk about the weather. And that's all you know. This is the equivalent of, I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. And then you don't know the rest of it. No one knows the rest of it.
Is there more song after that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All around me, they're familiar.
Oh, and then you're crying at the end, and you do know that song because you have a lot of feelings because you're a teenager
many
growing up
feelings.
in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And you know the song. You do not know the title of the song. You do not know who wrote it and performs it. And you certainly don't know the lyrics, but you're like, yeah. Okay, what's your next one?
Okay, this is actually my last one.
Oh,
Because, like I said, not a lot of rules for this movie.
correct.
Too busy being re-traumatized. Bong a beer when they mention an Einstein-Rosen bridge.
Oh, damn, Ben. Wow.
I believe it happens twice.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's a sci-fi movie made in the early 2000s.
Like, now having seen Thor
Yeah.
and learning from Jane Foster's research, hearing anyone else talk about an Einstein-Rosen bridge, it's just like, all right, I get it. You don't have to keep
Don't beat
harping
a dead
on
horse,
it.
but this happened first.
Right? It's true. It did. 100%.
Yeah.
But an Einstein-Rosen bridge wasn't something that I comprehended back then.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, I like that it's a bong a beer rule.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad because like I always just write down things
it's a
that I would
metaphor.
like take a sip for the celebrities, you know, take a sip for the songs because they're like sprinkled throughout.
I think this is our first bong a beer rule.
It's almost like a metaphor for what an Einstein-Rosen bridge is, you know?
Can I shotgun a beer if
I'll
I don't
allow
have
Yeah,
a
you
beer
can
bong?
shotgun. Everybody's got keys, right? Yeah, we're all
I think
doing it.
Ansel's proposing that we shotgun a beer now.
Oh God!
Oh, no.
Are you kidding? With this face? No,
It's a nice face.
it's fine.
Also, the beer that I brought is not.
No, you don't
bombable.
You do not shotgun
this beer.
a golden monkey. Are you kidding? What's the ABV on that? Christ, on sale. 9.5. I've been sipping Topo Chico hard seltzer and it's at like 4.7.
This is delicious if you've never had it.
Also, like, no. I have, I had a lot of it actually when I was working at the pub on the East Coast, very close to where you grew up.
Yes, this is the drink of my people.
It is the drink of your people.
Victory Brewing is from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that was a big one that we carried because we carried all microbrews. We had Bud Light, whatever, but like we carried microbrews, and Victory was one of the ones that we.
For those of you that don't know, Victory Golden Monkey is a Belgian style triple ale with added spice, and it is a 9.5%. So
above.
Yes, above.
Yes. In that vein of like an odd rule rather than a sip rule, this might be like a shot or like a hefty bong rip rule because it happens like maybe three times.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Just drink responsibly. Anytime Charita hears something she maybe shouldn't. That is a trope in this film where she like moves her like sweet little earmuffs and she's hearing something she shouldn't. Yeah. She's like the omniscient character in this, and we'll get into that more in our next episode, but it's just really fascinating. Like she hears things outside of the wall, or like when Drew Barrymore Karen, I guess she's Karen, when her character comes out and she's just been fired and she screams really, really loudly and like throws her whole voice out, God bless her, and you just turn and like there's that shot of Charita behind being like, I clearly wasn't supposed to hear this. Mm-hmm. So yeah, things that Charita wasn't supposed to hear, but she did hear. Yeah,
I'd like to talk more about Charita.
I'm so excited to talk about Charita. Oh my God. Okay, so I'll move on.
So that's all for me with rules. I only had 3.
I have 4. So this one, watching it again as an adult who now deeply loves horror films, whereas when I was younger, I was so scared because I had an Elmo style imagination where like my imagination was really boundless and I would get very scared very easily. I had to sleep with the lights on until I was like 17. I'm not kidding. Because I was very scared of the dark. But now as someone who loves horror and very much finds a lot of comfort in being scared, I put on the list of, and this is subjective, but moments in the film that actually scared you. Actual moments where you were like, ugh. Yeah. We'll get into it further. These are rules for like when you're watching it, but there's a moment with Donnie looking in a mirror and there's like a lot of very sudden things that happen. And I was watching it. I was actually working on a sewing project and I was watching it. I was like, I'm like, kind of freaked myself out and like had to sit there for a second. Like, that I forgot that this movie is actually like, 30% horror. So that was kind of fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Right?
Yeah. So not a ton of rules this time around, but some good ones, I think.
Solid rules. Solid.
Yeah. If you can actually think of any more, because, booze would probably help when watching this movie.
Well, just a salve of some kind.
Yeah,
a salve.
Exactly.
I guess you're not supposed to pronounce the L. A salve.
Yeah, if you have any of those rules that you want to throw our way, you can find us on the internet. I'm at bsilverio20 on Instagram and Twitter.
I'm at only handbasket on Twitter, and I am at the Helena handbasket on Instagram.
I am at indecisionist on Twitter and the indecisionist on Instagram. This has been an Indecisionist production. Special thanks to April Moralba for our podcast art and to Marlon Longett of Marlon and the Shakes for our amazing theme song.
And you can use the hashtag Time2Party. That's time, the number 2 party, when you're trying to hit us up and all that good stuff.
We do actually monitor that.
I'm glad someone does.
Ansel is a dream. Drink responsibly, smoke responsibly, take care of yourselves.
And maybe don't hang out with dudes in big bunny suits.
I don't know, or like do, but don't let them coerce you into doing weird shit.
Until then, party people, be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes. Bells, cannon is dumb, da 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 dum.